Refuse to let the devil stop your progression. You're on a winning streak. Don't give in to his evil right now. However, the devil may try to come into your life and attack you. You have to resist, all right? You can't give in to his evil, because the moment that you do, that's when you're going to live in his world. That's when you're going to enter into his reality, and you're going to be governed by what he wants for you. You're going to be governed by the negative aspects of life, of thinking, of living, of everything that you have to experience. In some form or way, it's going to end up being one that is either more difficult than you would like, or one that you don't like, because you could be potentially letting the devil stop your progression. If good things are happening for you and something gets difficult, if you give into negative thinking, if you give into a bad idea, if you give into a troubling situation or circumstance, then you're going to basically get knocked down by life. You're going to basically let that situation take you out. A person who knows, a person who has a certain belief, right? A person who perceives that things will get better, or that things will improve, or that they'll get better, or they'll improve, will end up getting the desired outcome and the result that they want. You have to defeat anything that will come to you and try to defeat you. There are a lot of tugs and pulls on your mind. Everything is pulling at your mind. You remember tug of war? They have a rope. That's outward forces and you pulling back with your mind. You want to be the person who wins, and you can. You can defeat doubt, you can defeat worry, you can defeat fear. All right, there's a lot of things that you can defeat. And a lot of people say things like faith over fear, right? But I just realized this. I'm not sure if other people knew, but one thing about faith is it is belief. You have to believe. That is a huge part of it, believing in yourself. But also, more than believing, it's your perception. So if you can change your perception, you're basically going to change what you believe. All right, a lot of people would like to believe that they can do something, but they may perceive it as too hard. If you believe you can do something, you need to also perceive it as something that you can do as well. All right, because people believe that, I believe I can do this. Things get hard. That belief may change. They may not view it that way anymore, but your perception will help you change your view. If you can change your perception, it will help you change your view, and that will help you change the way you look at things. So instead of having a defeatist mindset or looking at something that's too difficult, it may be hard, but you'll still view it as something that is doable. You'll still view it as something that you can do. It'll either be a challenge, it'll be something you have to overcome, but it'll most definitely be something that you'll see yourself as being able to get done. And that's the faith, that's the perception. Seeing things unseen as though they were, having the faith and the belief that it can be done, but not only that, seeing it as already being done. A lot of things that are talked about in the Bible, they're already talked about as being done. They were given directions. They were given a modus operandi. They were given a pattern. They were given certain directions and instructions to either build something by, to build a structure, build an altar. And that was with everything. God was always giving instruction. Instructions were always being given. All right. And that's so that way you have an idea of what needs to be done. And once you have an idea of what needs to be done, but not only an idea of what needs to be done, but being able to see it already done, being able to see yourself already being in it, living in it, walking in it, living in it, everything. All right, seeing things as already complete, baby. All right, seeing things as already done, seeing things as already complete. So that there won't be as much stress or worry about things getting done. You'll just be able to focus on what you need to do and actually getting it done. Because at this point, you can be still and pretty much know. You can be still and pretty much know how things are going to go for you and how things are going to turn out, depending on the type of thoughts you're thinking and how you're working your mind and how your mind is going, how your thoughts are going. Depending on how your thoughts are going and what you're thinking, that's the direction and the course that your life is going to take. The direction your life is going to take is the one that is in alignment with what you think and what you speak. So refuse, all right? Refuse to let the devil come into your life, whether it's in the form of a negative thought, whether it's in the form of a negative person, somebody who just has little to no belief, somebody whose belief isn't there, someone who may see you embarking on a new journey or a new challenge, and they may have failed. And they may want to, instead of bringing good tidings and joy to you, they want to try to spoil your fun. They want to try to spoil your belief in yourself. They want to try to make you think it's something that you can't accomplish. And they're wrong as the day is long for that. They know they're wrong for that. Because if a person gave up, who are they to say they really have no authority? You have to realize when people speak to you, stop giving everybody the authority. Some people who speak and some people who open their mouth, they don't have the authority to speak over certain things, especially you, the direction your life is taking and the course it's going and where you're trying to go. If you are in a bad situation, people may give you advice, but if you are in a situation that may look bad, outside looking in, people really aren't aware of how things are going for you in its totality, then keep pushing. But like I always say, make sure you're pushing. Don't just have it in your mind, that you're pushing. You could stand up against a tree and push it all day and just sweat all the sweat out that you have to sweat. But don't you forget. All right, don't you forget that, faith without works is dead. But you also have to have faith without the correct works corrects. Faith without the correct works is also dead. Things need to be done correctly and right with a purpose, meaningful, something that is going to amount to something, not just doing something. You could push a tree and feel like you did something. It might actually, you might actually get you a good core workout or something like that. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know, You might actually probably, putting your hands, that's a whole nother video. There are some things you can accomplish with that. But as far as what we're referencing it to, as far as this video goes, no. So don't give into evil, all right? Don't give into negative thinking. That's evil. Don't give into thinking that you can't. That's evil. You're denying yourself of a greater experience, of more life. Don't tell yourself you can't do anything. People will see expensive vacation. Oh, he said it. Oh, that word. Oh my God. People will say, you'll see somebody taking an expensive vacation, right? People will be like, oh man, I blank do that. I blank do that. People will tell themselves they can't do that. They'll see something good, something they know they're worthy and deserving of, or should know they're worthy and deserving of, and they'll deny themselves. What did Christ say? He said, you shall deny me 3 times. Stop denying the good Christ came here to tell you that you should have life and live it more abundantly. Stop denying him. Stop denying the fact that Christ said you should have life and live it more abundantly. Not just have life and then just watch it. No, enjoy it. Live it more abundantly. 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 All right, so refuse. With all these good things going on, you have to refuse to let the devil stop you from stopping your progression, because you're basically, you got heaven's gates right in front of you. You know, you might have to you might have to chisel your way through a brick wall to get there. But each chisel, if you knock out a piece, eventually you'll get there. You know, you might have people hovering around. You're not gonna get there. You're not gonna get there. You can't do that. Another piece falls off. Another piece falls off. Another piece falls off. You suck. You know, you're not good. You can't do that. You don't do it right. You stink. You're not good. What you do is not as good as mine. Mine's better. Look at mine over here. Look at his over there. Look at everybody else's except your own. Focus on everybody else except yourself. Hey, you can't do that. Look at all the things everybody else is doing. You can't do that. Other people have gotten to where you are going, and you're going to get there too. Keep chiseling away. Keep chiseling away at your goal. Keep chiseling away at your dream. Keep chiseling away at what you want in life. Because regardless of what other people try to tell you about your goals and your dreams specifically, personally, you can have it. Regardless of what they try to, they want to get personal with you and specific with you. You know you can't have that. They try to plant negative seeds in your mind. That's what most negative people do, is plant negative seeds, whether they do it consciously or unconsciously. And you have to fight. You have to kick out negative thoughts if they appear. You have to fight for what's right, for what's righteous, righteous thinking. A righteous mind is just right thinking. A righteous person is just somebody who thinks right. If you and guess what? If you want to do right, guess what you have to do? Guess what you have to do? Everybody put it in the comments. You got to think right. If you want to do right, you have to think right. Can't change anything out here without first changing this. Don't give into evil. Don't give into thinking that it won't work out because it hasn't happened yet. Don't give into thinking that you're not going to get it because you don't physically see it yet with your physical eye. Focus on seeing it with your mind's eye, your spiritual eye. Make it concrete and firm in your mind. Make what you want concrete and firm in your mind. That way people can say whatever the heck they want in this crazy world, and you'll still be able to be, do, and have whatever you focus on, whatever you choose, whatever you desire, whatever you seek for yourself. Don't give into evil and think that you have to believe what everybody else does. You know, things are like this right now. You know, everybody's going through this right now. That's because they're choosing to go through it. You go through whatever you choose to go through. Whatever you put yourself through, that's what you're going to go through. You choose to go through, put yourself through heaven's gates, that's what you're going to go through. You choose to be in hell and be programmed by the world and have the world mind's thoughts, then guess what? That's all you're going to get is worldly thinking. You deserve much more. Your mind is more powerful. Your mind is God. Your mind has power over all things. All power in heaven and earth belong to you. All power in heaven and earth belong to you. All right? Refuse to let the devil stop you from moving forward. Progress means moving forward, one step at a time. Don't let the devil stop you from taking steps. It may be an idea. It may be a negative thought. It may be something that is making you feel like you can't do it, but everybody else can. Guess what? You still can. Defeat the negative thought. Defeat the negative idea. Defeat the negative spell. No evil. No evil. All right. Appreciate you all checking out this video. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Don't forget to subscribe. All right. If you'd like to support my channel, the links to the donation are in the description. I'll see you all in the next video. Keep defeating that devil. Keep your foot on his neck, all right? And keep a positive thought in your mind. And I'll see you next time.